something happened.
My body's just shot. Freaking hard. Guys, welcome to another video. As y'all saw, today we are getting ready and gonna document my entire Hurricane 100K. First race of the season is here. We've all been waiting for this. I've been training for this. Y'all been watching for this. Let's show you what we're taking on our in our bin thing, and then we're gonna get going out of here. Got about a 3-hour drive, so it's gonna be a fun time. Also, can we just marvel at this barn door? Like, I worked so hard on this. Check this out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright guys, so here we are. We got this bin. I bought these bins for performance gains in general, just like for like the Energized Reds, the True Endurance, etc. But like super excited. My daughter is scared from the construction outside. That's what you're hearing in the background. But everything we need is in this bin. So a couple things, we still need to grab a couple things. I need to get petroleum jelly. Pro tip, if you're ever gonna run an ultra and you have a pack, petroleum jelly behind your arms so it doesn't rub that raw on your back. Not a bad idea to put petroleum jelly on your back and all over your feet and your crotch. You do those 4 areas, you should be all right. So we've got our trekking poles. These, total game changer. Total game changer. My ascents, my gains uphill, total game changer. Has definitely helped with speed. I definitely see the benefit of these. We have a pair of the New Balance here. As you can see, I've already broken these in a bit. These are the V7 Hero V-Trails Fresh Foams. So they have a fresh foam like my pavement shoes, but they also have a patented grip, if you can see that right there. Super good. Good ankle support, firm at the bottom but breathable at the top. Just a good trail shoe. I have 2 pairs because I don't know if we're going to be running through any creeks or not. And so being able to change them, stuff them with a couple towels so that when I do the other loop they can dry as much as possible, and swapping back and forth, being mindful of that can be a game changer. Can make or break. We've got an RAE hat. This is just to protect us from the sun, because as much as we love vitamin D around here, sun exposure can kill somebody in a race. We've got Energized Reds, of course. You'll know how that goes. Got to have our antioxidants and sodium. And then for hydration and ketones, we have some True Endurance there. And then I'm going to buy fresh fruit because I do a lot of fresh fruit when I'm on these runs. But I brought some of my basic essentials that I know I've practiced on training runs. I know they work well. So we got a couple things in here. Now we're running 62 miles, so calories matter here. So some calorie dense things that I like, clean options. The carnivore bar is a good one here. Special shout out to Keto Brick. Love them. Robert's amazing. Peanut butter flavored. Yes, sir. This is so good because sometimes it's hard to eat a lot, and having something that I know has clean quality ingredients, it's calorically dense, it's high fat, it's just overall a great, clean, convenient product. Being able to just take big huge chunks of this and know I'm getting in 300-400 calories and I can just go on about my run. I can't tell you how much of a lifesaver it is. Something that's a little less clean, but something that I've used on runs before and it works really well, are these, they're basically like faux Quest bars. I've had them on runs. I ran great with them. So I'll use it if I need it. All right, and then we have honey. We have the honey energy packs. Y'all know I use these. That's very common to use those. And then this is something I don't want to use this if I don't have to, but it's just basically pure glucose. So I don't like the honey gels, I don't like the corn syrup and all the fake stuff. So this is water, glucose, and like that's it, and caffeine and sea salt. Like this is like pure glucose. Honey, pure glucose. I don't necessarily like the way these taste or the way they make me feel, but they do get the job done if I let them sit for about 5 minutes. So it's a last resort option. Then we have our Camel bag as we need. We'll see. It's a 10-mile loop, so I'm excited to see if I even need this. We'll find out. And then we have our 2 water bottles that will go in there. And that is what we are working with for this run. All right, guys, just got done at the USPS office. We had a couple orders of pre-workout and some Reds. If you haven't gotten the pre-workout and you want a non-stim that'll give you crazy pumps and good focus, it's a good buy. If you need a recovery supplement, which is often underlooked, Energized Reds, go check that out. Link will be in the description, but got 3.5 hours to drive. Let's go. We are in West Virginia right now. I think we might be 30 minutes out from West Virginia, but we're starting to get towards the Appalachians. It was a little flat. Stopped and got a Baconator, and they didn't put bacon in my Baconator. It's fine. But got a Baconator, got some apples, and then split a Quest bar with my mom. Just a little, I don't know. I'm weird. So like, people ask me about race day nutrition, and honestly, like, I'm very like meat-based, organ meats, whole foods through and through. But like, I've been doing this long enough now to like, I know what works best for me. Like, I know like Quest bars, like I showed you. Like, I know like I can have 1 Quest bar a day if I wanted to. I don't, but like people like, why would you have a processed bar like the day before your run? I'm like, well, because they work well with my stomach. Like, Quest bars are good with my stomach. It's easy protein, and so, you know, things like that. I think as you get used to running, you start to learn what fuel works really good with your body and what doesn't. Like, I know what not to eat, what to eat, especially when it comes to like race day and pre-race day. Because today's really like, I fasted for a bit, had a very light breakfast, and then I haven't eaten in the past. I think I waited like 5 hours to eat again, 4.5-ish hours. And then I probably won't eat again until like 6 or 7 tonight. So I'll fast for another 7 hours and then just eat a light dinner. I don't want to be super heavy today. I want to clear my bowels out for obvious reasons. but yeah, so beautiful out here in Virginia. Beautiful. All right, so we just got back from Walmart. I got some running glasses. Something I've been really reading up on is eye protection, mouth and nose protection during runs, because they often get dehydrated from the wind blowing into them. Not something you would think about, and you really don't have to if you're, doing something for an hour or two, but you get into like this 6, 7, 12-hour bouts of exercise, that adds up over time. And so something I want to try, I bought a jacket. I'm going to try and wear the whole time. I'm going to try and not change shirts during this race. We'll see. It really depends on how my back handles it. My mom's gonna have to check my back after a couple laps to make sure that I'm not rubbing raw. But it comes with a face mask, so it covers my mouth, which I think will be really advantageous. Checked in. Hurricane 100 socks, for sure wearing these. Gonna start putting these stickers on my truck. And then I got a jacket. I'm not sure what happens when I finish. I know that I plan on trying to get $500 for 3rd place. We'll see. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Ooh. Got these for afterwards. I'm not sure I'm going to be hungry enough to eat all of them, but they just sounded good when I was at the store. I was like, what would I want to eat after it? And I'm like, I want protein. I want something low carb. I'm not going to want carbs, especially because I'm eating so much fruit during the race. So these will have to do. We're about to go buy some chairs, and then we got to go set up our tent and stuff. So I will see y'all later tonight. Good morning. It is 4:04 a.m. We're 1 hour and 55 minutes away from the startup. Super excited about it. I'm gonna try and get as much footage for y'all as possible, especially in the earlier laps when I can like manage myself and I'm just like kind of shoving food in my mouth. I'm gonna try and get my mom to record more than help, because I don't really need much the first like 2-3 laps, but after that it might get a little shaky into the end. But I'm gonna try and get as much content for y'all as possible. Super excited about it. Legs feel good. Slept great. Like, I actually woke up and I'm like, all right, I got sleep last night. I'm about to yawn. I swear that happens when I say that. Don't laugh. You can laugh. It's okay. But yeah, so feeling good. Woke up, skin super dry, which is awesome. It's a good sign that the extra salt I ate yesterday kept it fairly low carb yesterday, under 100 grams. Did that on purpose, and I increased the salt. I wanted to increase fat oxidation. I wanted to pull all my water into my muscles so that my muscle fibers are well hydrated. So all in all, I'm super happy. We're just gonna keep chugging along and keep y'all up to speed.
Okay.
So hi, Mom.
Hi. Race day.
All right, guys. Some Hurricane 100 socks. Super excited about that. We are lubing up the feet. And no, if you're wondering, lubing up your feet does not help them not be ugly as runners' feet. That is a lost cause. But it does help with not getting blisters, which, praise the Lord, I've never gotten. I was trying to knock on wood, but there's no wood anywhere. So we're gonna lube up the feet. Race is about to start in 30 minutes, so we're probably gonna go get a half mile, 5-6 minute warm up run, shakeout run here in just a second, and then we'll stretch out and get our minds right.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think my watch is messed up. It's supposed to be 10.3, but it's got me at 12.3.
You came in at, here. Shane. You came in at,
That's no joke.
a joke?
No, no.
Recording.
Hell no.
It doesn't have any sugar or anything in it, except for your keto stuff.
Protein bar.
Protein bar?
Yeah.
The keto drink or?
Yeah.
Alright, you fell. You okay?
Yeah, I know. I just had to take a second to stretch. I'm good. I need like 10 minutes. I need to actually like give my body a break. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm feeling something happen.
My body's just shot. It's freaking hard. Perfect one. The problem. My legs. My legs don't really want to run. They're just like seizing up.
Your legs are?
And if I can't run, I won't make the cut. So, plan A and plan B are not. I realized about 5 miles into lap 2 that I'm not going to make the times I wanted to make. It's just, it's a rough trail. But fun, it's beautiful. Learning a lot. So, the goal now is just to try and make the most of it, have fun, one loop at a time.
You were 30 minutes behind and then I saw his knees.
It's my first mountain race.
Well,
My first mountain race. I'm just not used to the ascents, the killing my legs.
Just remember the first 4, just work it consistently, and then make up for it on the 6.
Yeah, that's what I've been. After the first, because I never ran it before, so the first one I was like, okay, the first 4 are the ones that suck.
Yeah,
got it.
Exactly. It's literally, once you hit mile 4, you're through the major climbs.
Yeah.
got this, baby!
So your choice, listen to me.
Good job, John. Good job, man.
Yeah. No. Give me your water bottle. You want to change shirts?
Do I need to?
You don't have to, but you're pretty wet.
Good job, man. One lap at a time, buddy.
I have time. I got time.
Huh?
I'm giving myself a 15-minute break. It's only been 2 minutes.
15 minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm trying to get, if I can get to mile 50 without any serious problems, I'll finish, because I'm not going to get to 50 miles and not do the last loop. I'll cry the whole time, I don't care.
You got 2 more laps to get to 50. Oh, a little over 50 actually. Each lap is about 11 miles. Don't cramp. Cramping? Love it. Just like lap 4. Meter bites.
Yep. All day.
Go get it, baby.
Good morning. As you can see, we are done with the event. Camera died at lap 4. I need to work on bringing an extra battery. It's the day after the day. It's Monday. Race was on Saturday. Didn't record this yesterday because, to be honest, I just didn't really have words for y'all yet. So short, sweet version. We didn't finish. I got done with lap 4 and just psyched myself out, if I'm being honest. A lot of things went wrong in that race. A lot of things. If y'all notice, like right on clip, lap 2, you hear me say like my body shot. It was extremely bizarre to me. You know, I was mile 12 or 13 and I just felt gassed already, which was really weird. It's not, even with the trail running I have done, that's not typical, right? Like 10 miles in, like I'm okay, like I can keep running, you know. And I was in pain, and it wasn't like, that's the thing, is like I've climbed 1,300 feet, which is what the first loop was. Like I've done those climbs before. It was really weird, and but I was gonna push through because I was really adamant about finishing. And so we pushed through, you know. We got mile 20, mile 30. When I left for the 4th loop, for the next 10 miles, I was still adamant I was going to finish. I was like, I'm going to finish this loop. I'm going to make myself finish the 5th loop. And just a lot of things went wrong on that 4th loop. I really struggled to, like, well, good morning. All right, here we are. Sorry, my wife woke up and she wanted to start her day, which she's entitled to do. So many things went wrong on that 4th one. My legs were already pain. My hamstrings were locking up. There were things like that, and I was just kind of like ignoring it. Like I think it was mile 32, I was at the first aid station and I sat down like I had been doing, letting them fill up my water, eating something, drinking, and I went to stand up and I just got super lightheaded, like eyes got heavy, I kind of drifted, freaked me out. Being completely honest, it freaked me out a little because I was like, I have 4 or 5 miles into the next aid station. If I do that and I just happen to hit a root and right? And that, I don't think that would have happened, and it didn't. It only happened that one time, but that was the catalyst that made, it started to chip away at my will, my mind. That's when my circumstances started to win against the will of my mind. Up until that point, it was non-negotiable that I was going to finish. And over the next 7 miles, I started to get nervous. I started to panic. My breathing, I started to notice that my breathing wasn't what it should have been, and it started to bother me. I started to think about all the things that were going wrong instead of just pushing through like I had been. Those last 7 miles of Loop 4, I was just mentally just chipping away at what I had, like my resolve. I chipped away at my resolve. And by the time I got done with lap 4, I was just completely mentally defeated. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to snap out of it. You know, I had nothing left to give to that race. And it won. It defeated me. And I say that with humility. I'm not happy about it. Quite frankly, I'm pissed off. It was so hard to turn the bib in to DNF. I instantly regretted it. But like in that moment, right, looking back, I'm like, I should have just kept going. And I could have finished. Like I have almost no doubt now that I could have walked the last 20 miles and finished before the cutoff time. It would have sucked, but I could have done it physically. Like I could have made myself do it. But mentally, me having sickness the couple days prior, my Haley was sick. And that was definitely a big factor into why my body was seizing up the way it was. I went out too hot out of the gate. I was excited. I felt really good before the race started. You know, I didn't really push myself, but I felt good. And then my nutrition was off. I was not eating near enough, even as a low carb ketogenic. Like I was looking at my carb intake afterwards, my food intake afterwards. I have to change the game. I thought I knew. It's funny, at the beginning of this video, I'm like, I know my diet. And I do. I know it works well for me, but like not in those circumstances with mountain running. So like food, pacing, being sick, all of this led to the circumstances that I was in going into mile 40. And it just beat me. There's no other way to put it. I was mentally weak. It won. It beat me down. And I submitted. I don't really have anything else to say. I lost. And it pisses me off. But all I can do is learn. I am very grateful. I'm grateful that I got to learn from this. I have so much I need to work on before the next race. I need to work on my nutrition. I need to work on my conditioning. I need to work on tools in my toolbox for when things get mentally hard that I can remind myself of and press into, so that I don't do the self-deflating that I did. There's just things I need to work on. I'm very grateful that this race showed me that. It was a great race. The community's great. I'm definitely coming back. This is just this race alone. Like this season is far from over. I have a race in 8 weeks. We are going to triumph for sure. And this is going to be the comeback best ever. But this race in particular, I'm going to have my vengeance. Great race. They put on a great race for the community, for the families that are there while they're there. It's a really good time. I definitely will plan on going every year. Just like I do the Woodlands Marathon. It's very enjoyable for me. But yeah, I mean, there's really nothing else to say. I mean, there's no excuses. Again, it's easy for people, and I appreciated the comments on social of like, you ran 40 miles sick, you're incredible. Well, anybody, blah, 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 blah. But like, that's from their outside perspective looking in on me being an ultra runner. But like, I'm in the ultra running space, and so for me, the reality is that I didn't finish the race. Regardless of the reasons why, even if they're all valid, doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, right? Because I need to address those things. But it doesn't change the fact that, simply put, I got defeated. I got to my head. I showed mental weakness. I did not show mental fortitude. And it's something that we have to work on. So, let me know. I know this was a long little preachy part. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed having clips from the run. I tried to ask my mom to do that. I feel like she did a fantastic job. I need to get an extra battery for my camera so that doesn't happen again. That doesn't die again, because y'all miss like the the thumbnail is just like a little like half-second clip that she got of me getting done with lap 4, and I was crying. Again, it was difficult, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is just one of 4 races this season. So we're going to keep going after it. And yeah, more to come.